Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today we're going to do a quick recap of the war between I Am Cryin and Desplittergale. As you can see here guys, we were lucky enough to get away with the win 13-11, so nice try to Desplittergale. And look at this guys, we actually came in with 4 triples, no 2 stars at all today, and honestly this 1 star could have very easily been a 3 star if the blimp made it to the town hall, but unlucky for SLS there. It happens to everyone anyways guys. And we're going to go through all the triples today, guys. So as you can see on this first base, Elliot's coming in with the Zap hybrid. And if you have a look at this base, guys, yep, look at that. He zaps 2 Expos and a single Inferno. Just huge zap value, honestly, especially for this charge, guys. Because imagine, so as we can see, the buildings were here, here, and here. Imagine if he tried to do this Queen charge that he's about to do with all of that up. A, he'd have to use heaps of rages because there'd be 2 ground bows on his Queen. And B, he'd have to use a few freezes as well because that single Inferno would do so much damage to his Queen. But by zapping here, it makes the start of this charge so much less problematic. And look at him, he's just chilling at the moment, honestly. He's had no reason to panic whatsoever. So he's already gotten value out of the zaps, and that's before this Queen charge gets mental, guys. Because look, he's brought a second wall breaker, as we can see at the bottom here. And he's going to wall break on this wall right here. And when he wall breaks there, that gives him access to the town hall, which anytime you can Queen charge for a hybrid and set yourself up with good pathing, take care of the CC, and take care of the town hall, more often than not, you'll triple. And as we can see here, guys, because he's Queen charged that top side of the base, he's left, it's slightly wide pathing, so it's not perfect, but he's left a solid line through the base. Now, unfortunately, we're going to watch this King, guys, but this King's going to go the wrong way. So this King actually kind of ends up ruining this attack a bit. I think it would have been much more of an overkill if he just went to the outside and set up the pathing like he's meant to. But even then, he's got such good pathing through the base. The Queen's dealing with the town hall. The Queen's also going to take out a second hero, guys. And the heroes are a lot of the time the most dangerous thing for these hybrid attacks because they can really stall. They can A, chew through the Hog Riders, and B, stall up the miners so much that allows all the other defenses on the base to get so much damage off in the meantime. But as you can see, he's still got a really good push through here. Thankfully, the P.E.K.K.A. and the Wizards are at least trying to funnel, unlike this King who just finds himself in the core of the base because that's what Kings do. But as you can see, he's still got his RC ability, guys, and there's no single Infernos up, just a few point defense, but the RC is still being tanked for, so he's going to absolutely wreck this base. So GG to Elliot there. It was just a really nice plan, and anytime you can see zap value like that, and a nice Queen charge for the town hall, I recommend Zap Hybrid. And we'll move on to the second base here, guys. This will be Lord Kirk's attack, and this is going to be one of the more interesting attacks. Well, it's the most interesting attack of the war, in my opinion. There's definitely better attacks than this in the war. Sorry, Lord Kirk, I do love you, man. This was a nice triple. I'm just throwing a bit of shade for a bit of fun. So as you can see, guys, he's coming in with the Zap Slap here, but rather than do like a Warden Walk at the start, he just decided to do his Warden and the Queen together at the top of the base, and he doesn't really care which way the Queen goes. He just wants her to pick a certain direction, and if she picks that direction, he will zap the scatter shot that's away from where his Queen's going. So because his Queen's going right, he's going to zap the scatter on the left side, and he can also get the 2 ground bows with it, which is awesome value. As you can see, he started with the King, a Valk, and his Siege Barracks with a few witches nice and early to funnel. But look at this Queen, guys. Look at the Queen. The Queen died there. I hope I zoomed in on time. If I didn't, I'm sorry about that, guys. But as you can see, the scatter shot took out the Queen before she was able to get her ability off. And at this moment, we were kind of panicking. Not going to lie, we were kind of panicking. It's never good when you lose your Queen this early into the attack. The Queen's not even going to make it inside the base. All she did was do a Queen walk at the start and die. But look at this, guys. He's still just going to push through because he zapped all that back end damage, 2 ground bows and a scatter. Like, there's nothing on the back end to kill these witches. Yes, there's single Infernos, but single Infernos don't do anything when the witches can keep heaps of the skeletons up. And look at this RC at the top, guys. The RC takes out the Eagle, and because those ground bows got zapped, there's no damage up there. So this RC, yes, she's dealing with a lot of point defense, but it's not enough damage such that she's in any real danger. He pops her ability there, and she's taken out the entire side. And as you can see, guys, he's still got so many witches up. There just wasn't enough on this base after the zap and that Very nice RC. There wasn't enough up to take down everything that's left. These healers are doing mammoth work. As you can see, there is a lot of splash here, guys, so the skeletons aren't really doing anything, but there's just too many witches. And the healers, even, sorry, not the healers, the witches, even if they get targeted, he's got the healers keeping them alive, and if the healers only have to deal with, like, splash damage, they're going to keep the witches up just fine. He's going to have heaps of witches up at the end of this one, guys. I'm not going to bother trying to count. It's probably about 8 to 10. No, it's more. It's more than that, guys. Just a crazy number of witches left up. So really nice plan to Lord Kirk. Unfortunate that the Queen died early, but imagine if the Queen stayed up, guys. That would have been even more of an overkill. Now we're going to watch Zerg's attack here, and honestly, this was a beautiful attack, guys. This was the first attack of the war, and obviously the first attack of the war is huge for either side. You can just get a bit of momentum at the start. It'll help you go in a long way to win the war. And as you can see, he's starting with the king and the queen up the top here, and he deliberately forced his king up, because look, this king's going to go straight into this open wall there, and he's going to take out that entire compartment, which is just good funneling for the queen. The king can do so much damage to these open walls, guys. Look at it. He's going to take out the enemy RC as well. Like, if there's open walls in the base, guys, you can abuse it with the Barbarian King, because whilst the queen hates these open walls, the kings certainly do not. As you can see, he's just waiting to put this poison down until the CC comes over. Unfortunately, there's an Inferno Baby Drake here, and because the Headhunters get to the Queen first, he decides to pop a freeze here. It's probably the right call, honestly. There's no need to take huge risks this early in the attack, sorry, when the attack's going pretty well as is. Look at this rage, guys. This rage is perfect. Just keeps his queen alive, and she's able to power on through the base. The eagle nearly takes her down, guys, but thankfully the queen has just enough health to get through it. And then the eagle goes after this RC, which is perfect. This RC is creating just a nice funnel on the right-hand side here. Unfortunately, he might have wanted her to get this multi, but she doesn't even get close, guys. I think her shield gets off, but she doesn't even get the chance to throw just her spear, I think it is, at the multi, but that's okay because he's got the Stone Slammer to go in here, and that Stone Slammer isn't really going to take much damage to the multi, so it's going to do a perfect job of taking this out. As you can see, his queen's under so much damage at the moment, and essentially he's going to pop her, she's going to take out the enemy queen, and that's all the value he needs from her, guys. He doesn't bother, he's still got rages and freezes, but he doesn't bother trying to rage or freeze there. He's only got 2 or 3 healers up, and he would have had to get through the king and the Grand Warden. So smart decision there, just to not bother investing any more spells into her. They would have been absolutely wasted. By saving the rage, look, this rage is going to go so well with the Lalo. It helps the loons get on top of that scatter. They basically one-shot it. Raged loons, guys, whilst they're not as fast as the hasted balloons, raged loons do so much damage. They're so scary. One shot just about everything. And as you can see, guys, he's got 20 billion balloons left up. Just a really sexy attack. And like, Queen Charge Lalo is just objectively beautiful to watch, and Zerg basically executed it perfectly. So nice job to Zerg there. And the last triple from the I Am Crying side was from Fresh Air, and honestly, this parallels the last attack we watched in terms of sexiness. Guys, watch these zaps. Have a look. Actually, we're going to pause it right here, guys, just so I can explain to you all what's about to happen. So as you can see here, he's got 8 zaps, but he's also got 2 quakes. Now, most of the time when we see this attack strategy, guys, we see like 7 lightning and 1 quake, and that can be used to take out the CC, but he's not interested in the CC here. He can see this enemy queen is next to 2 scatters, as we can see there and there. Now, to take out an enemy queen, you need 7 zaps, and to take out a scatter, normally it's 5 zaps and 1 quake, but what can also work is 4 zaps and 2 quakes. So what Fresh Air is going to do here, guys, and it was so smart, he's going to wait for the queen to stand right here, and then he's going to put 4 zaps right there, essentially, and that's going to damage the queen, damage the scatter shot, and take out the sweeper. Then he's going to wait for the queen to walk back around in a mini circle up here, and then he's going to put the last 4 zaps there, so that means the queen's taken 8 zaps in total, which means she will be taken out, and it means Both of these sweepers are taken out, and it means that these 2 scatter shots just need 2 quake spells on them to take them out. Now, because the quake spells have such a big range, guys, he doesn't need 2 for each of them. He can just put 2 of them right here, and he'll damage the eagle and take down these 2 scatters. Now, it is 10 spell space, and it means that, look what he's got left, guys. He's got 1 freeze and haste and 1 poison, because you need the poison to deal with whatever CC there is. But if you think about how much value he's getting from that, he will hardly need any spells for his Lalo. So we'll start with the attack here, guys. We're going to watch closely in on these zaps, though, because this is just really good planning, guys. It's great base identification, and it shows how hard it is to build in this meta. This man's put little to no zap value by his CC, but Fresh Air's seen zap value elsewhere on the base, and he's going to abuse that. There's one of the quakes. He gets the 4 lightning down on the other and uses the second quake, and look what he's gotten down, guys. The entire core is gutted. And then, because he's got this multi at 7 o'clock here, he's going to try and send his RC in to take out that multi just by herself. And thankfully, she will just be able to in this attack, guys. And then he plans on using the king and the queen to go in and get this eagle. Now, unfortunately, they'll have to go through the enemy king. But think of all the values that's down. Look at this was a little fortunate with the RC, though, guys. The RC, with that tornado, very easily could have been pulled out of range of the multi, and the multi would have stayed up. But it was Fresh's fortunate day today, and just worked out like that. Potentially the plan could have worked anyway with the multi staying up. I guess we'll never know. But look at this Sui, guys. We'll just zoom out for you. I can tell you what's left on the base that's going to hurt a Lalo. Just the Town Hall, whatever in the CC, and the RC. But as you can see, he'll be able to deal with that kind of all at once. Now, unfortunately, he runs into literally the worst possible CC to do this attack into. There is so many headhunters in this CC, but thankfully, he's just going to be able to pop Queen ability. He pops, yep, and the Queen's able to take out most of the headhunters. There's only one of them running back over, and look at this, guys. The pups are going to help take out this one headhunter. Otherwise, that headhunter could have done work to the Grand Warden. And then the pups are actually going to come in doubly useful in a second here, guys, because the RC's about to go after the Grand Warden. And look, the pups and the drag come in perfectly timed, and they're just going to keep the RC alive. Kind of lucky. Well, no, sorry, not lucky. Kind of fortunate there. But, like, look, he had 20 billion balloons left up. He still has a haste spell, guys, that he doesn't really have to use, but obviously better to use it than not. You don't want to risk it in this attack because it's not like a guaranteed triple, but I mean, it looked pretty good the entire way. So nice planning there to Fresh Air, just identifying the base perfectly and coming in with the OP triple. So there you have it, guys. I'm Crying came in with a 13-star war. I wish I could show this hit by SLS, not to make fun of him for the 1-star, but just to show how close we were to the perfect war. Because if a few things went right for him there, definitely would have been a triple. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick recap. I am Crying OP today, and hopefully we're OP in a few of the future days. For those who liked it, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below what you thought of all the attacks, and hopefully I see some of you soon.